Police tell us dope dealing out in the street is a common occurrence. They sell $10 packets of marijuana openly with sheer disregard for the law. Watch closely. The drugs are stashed in a hat. The money transfer takes place in the blink of an eye. During 2 hours of surveillance, we counted 24 buyers. That same evening, 2 doors down on the same street, Northwest 98th Street, police arrested another 103 customers. Police say the operation was in business for several months. Men selling marijuana through a hole in the door, others standing guard over bales of grass. But more often than not, police officers say drug houses are left untouched. The reason, under the law, no independent informants means no court action. And in this neighborhood, informants are not easy to come by.
Police will die, do not come in. That's what it says.
The words on the wall were written during the Liberty City riots of 1980. But for Officer Bill Haladke, as for many others on the force, they still ring true.
We run across a lot of violence, a lot of people who have trouble controlling their emotions. I don't necessarily come to work scared, but I'm always on my guard. If you're not on your guard, you can very easily get hurt.
The wall has become a hangout for the kids who live here in what's called the Flat Tops Project. This is where resentment is strongest, among the young, the poor, and the angry.
We see luxury around us, you know, and we want luxurious things too, you know, and, we see this, we want a ride with gangster white wall ties, or Seville, or Cadillac, or Mercedes-Benz, you know, and we like that too.
Police stop you for nothing, just to mess with you, you know. They think you all some drugs or something, but you ain't have nothing on it. That's all.
Last night I was riding, I was in the front of my house, right? They just came, just stopped me and just said, hey, what you doing? I said, I'm fixing my car. They said, well, we're going to run a check on you anyway. They ran a check on me. I'm clean, but they still wanted to take me to jail, because I stay in front.
You accept the people's resentment because that's part of your job. You learn in the academy, once they told me almost 10 years ago, that you're not out here for a popularity contest.
Charlie Holt has been on the street for 10 years, the past 4 of them in the Central section. He has been patrolling this neighborhood longer than most officers have been on the force. For Charlie Holt, and particularly for his wife, the perception of crime has cut deeply into their lives.
I have to have something black in my closet. I have to think that it could happen to me. I could become a widow any day.
I earn my pay about 6, 8 times a year. When I sit down after it's over, I realize these 8 or 9 or 10 times a year that I would not be able to come home. I'd be in some mortuary somewhere. No, I'd be in the medical examiner's office.
One psychologist says the perceived danger of police work is a leading cause of divorce among police. The stress of crime, he says, also makes officers more prone to alcoholism, depression, and suicide. The perception of crime, says Dr. Park Fitzhugh, is causing an increased number of problems related to home and family.
But one of the dangers of police work is the tendency to only have contact with other police families and to begin to lose contact and perspective on the rest of the world at times. It's us and them.
No, that was the opposite again. Charles,
perhaps the Holts are luckier than most. They have found other interests and other friends outside of police circles. But there is no question. 8 hours a day in a patrol car changes the basic personality and life of any policeman.
He used to be very kind of phlegmatic, easygoing, and everybody was a good guy, And now it's like he's turned.
I'm paid to be suspicious. I'm paid to be not trusting. I'm paid to investigate something to its conclusion, to make sure whoever's giving me the information is telling me the truth or not.
Holt says it's the only way for a police officer to survive in the streets. This is what's now being called Vietnam. It's actually a section of Little Havana where crime has increased more than 70% since the Mariel boat lift of 1980. According to City Commissioner Demetrio Perez, it is fast becoming another of South Florida's Hispanic slums. In North Florida, there is a town without a single major crime in the past 5 years. Tomorrow, a tale of 2 cities, one with the most crimes in Florida, one with the least. Jack Rotholtz, Channel 10 Eyewitness News.